Hello, Gasheads, and welcome back to the Rovers report. It's been a long time since I've last posted a video, but I think that's sort of indicative of how this pre-season's going for Rovers. You know, we had the initial sort of excitement around the new signings with Gibbons, Rossiter, Evans, and Connolly re-signing, but there hasn't been much, has there, really, since that? So yeah, I think similar to how the players were, I've just taken this off season as a bit of time to have some downtime and hopefully come back ready for the new season. In today's video, I'll be looking at a few small things that the club have announced, not really around the players or transfer, just sort of looking forward into the new season and sort of how the match day operations are going to take place this season. So this is more of just sort of analysing what we've seen that's come out and hopefully to sort of start a discussion with you guys as to what you think of the new changes taking place and yeah, just sort of general Rovers affairs. So with all that being said, let's get into the video. If you're new around here, make sure to subscribe, give this video a like if you enjoy it, and let's go. First up is recently dropped the new away kit for this season, and have to be honest, Gasheads, when I first saw the teaser of it, I wasn't convinced. Having seen the full video and seeing it in full release, I am convinced. I think that is a quite beautiful kit. You know, it's obviously going to be very memorable, stands out from the crowds, and I'd almost say that it's been worth the wait, but you know, it has taken a while, as is Rovers tradition. But for me, that's a brilliant kit. That's like I said, that's going to stand out amongst other kits in the league, amongst other kits in England, probably, to be honest. And I'll certainly be buying it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, Gasheads. So second up, and something that's not quite as positive, is the news that Rovers will be operating with a reduced capacity for our first two home games against Oxford United and Forest Green. This is happening because of SAG, who have told us that because of our behaviour against Scunthorpe and Forest Green last season, they want to see if we can, sort of, as a test, see if we can operate safely in the first two home games. Now, the Forest Green game for me, I sort of understand because there's not really much reason for any Rovers fans to be going on the pitch there. You know, I think that was probably, I don't know, just a bit of hijinks and a few fans got carried away. I think a few of them have been punished, and I think in that case that should definitely be more around the individuals. That wasn't really a majority of the Rovers fans. Secondly, the Scunthorpe game, I think for us to be punished for that is quite frankly ridiculous. You know, we've just won promotion on the final day of the season, and obviously fans are going to want to go onto the pitch. You know, you look up and down the country for the last probably 50 years, every single promotion you would expect a pitch invasion of some sorts. So for us to be punished for that, to me, is just utterly ridiculous. Look, I get it. For safety boards and health and safety things, you need to ensure that people are going to be safe. There was no danger in the Scunthorpe game. I would understand it more if it was concerning sort of, you know, the stairways in the Thatcher's End. They're basically never clear, are they? So I understand that maybe we need to show more willingness to adhere to these rules. But I think to bring in the Scunthorpe on the Forest Green game just doesn't sit right with me, because why are Rovers being targeted for that? You know, if that's the case, that pitch invasions aren't allowed, then sanction every other set of fans that have done it. I don't think that should be the way it is, but if you want to be consistent, then, you know, it's just frustrating, because at a time when the ticket demands are really high, we don't need any more of anything holding us back. You know, the stadium's already pretty poor as it is, and to have, I think it's 10% of the Thatcher's End capacity reduced, so that's 300 fans now aren't able to get in for the first two games. It's just frustrating. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm sure most of you feel the same way as me. I'm sure there's a couple out there that might feel it's justified. But I'd be interested to hear what you have to say on it. So do let me know in the comments below, and I'll get back to you. Now, the second thing I'd like to touch on today is the possibility that Rovers and the Memorial Stadium will be going cashless for the preceding season. For me, someone who's 23 years old, who's pretty much grown up in a society where credit cards and debit cards are the norm, I think this is a great move. I think it will streamline operations at Rovers. I think it will save them a lot of money. I think it will make fan interactions a lot quicker. You know, going up to the bar, or going into the club shop. You're not going to have people waiting for their change. It will definitely increase operational efficiency, which that benefits both sides of the club. You know, that will benefit the fans, and it will also benefit the operations for the business side of things. So, I mean, personally, I think it's a bit of a no-brainer. It's a bit of a tough one, you know. If you're that stubborn that you don't want to own a card or don't want to use Apple Pay or anything like that, then as harsh as it may seem, that's just the way the world is at the minute. So, you know, if I'm sure there's a lot of other things, services or things you'd like to do that if you don't have a credit card, you're not able to. So, you know, it sounds harsh, but it's sort of either move with the times and what Rovers are planning to do, or unfortunately, just your stubbornness is going to keep you away. You know, it's not a massive undertaking to go and get yourself a debit card or to transfer. You know, you can ask for help from people. And like I said, that is just unfortunately the way the world's moving. I get some of the concerns, I fully do. But also I think you've got to just weigh it up and see from a Rovers perspective and the majority of fans, it will benefit the most amount of people. So, you know, just because of the small minority who don't want to proceed and find it frustrating, unfortunately, if it benefits the majority, I don't see why you wouldn't do it. So that's my thoughts on Rovers potentially going cashless. I know they're trialling it out for the first time this weekend against who is it? No, not this weekend. Tonight against Stoke City. So I guess we'll see how that goes. You know, I think it's especially important when we're going to start to see these bigger capacity games where there's going to be potentially upwards of 10,000 people in there. To have a streamlined system is going to be extremely important. So I understand it. I'm sure most fans do. If you don't, do let me know in the description, in the comments below, because I'm interested to hear why people might be against it. But for me, it just makes sense. Yeah, let me know how you think. So there it is, Gasheads. Like I said, it's not a particularly interesting video. You know, there's not much going on around Rovers at the moment. Hopefully the next few weeks will bring us a few more signings. You know, as the season starts to build up, we'll get an idea of our squads, and I'm sure the excitement will start to raise again as that first fixture against Forest Green looms ever closer. I appreciate your patience. I haven't been posting much lately, but when the season comes around, I'll be doing 2 or 3 videos a week. So yeah, make sure to stick around for that, and have a good day.